the Friday docket?
Yes, Judge, I did.
Okay, I'm gonna have to close out, get out of here and find it.
I sent it to you this morning again. It says revised.
All right. Well, I apologize, folks. I'm gonna have to come back.
Here. Maybe it hasn't started. It starts at 9. Because that's what I did.
Jose, please remain muted, Jose. Thank you.
Good morning once again.
Morning, Judge.
Apologize, I had the wrong docket. And since I'm isolated at home, I had to go back and find it. All right, today is January the 7th. And Happy New Year to everybody. Case number 36, State versus Daryl Jaramillo, and the attorney is Joseph Acevedo.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Daryl
Good
Hadamil,
morning.
present.
Good morning to you both. Mr. Acevedo, what are you doing today?
If we may remain on the trial docket lineup, Your Honor.
Trial docket, all righty. We'll have to do so. As you know, we've been canceled for the next 2 weeks for sure.
Yes, Your Honor.
I suspect it might be longer. 589-518, State versus Laura Powell, attorney, John Charles Bunk.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Powell.
Good morning.
Have you heard from your attorney, Mr. Bunk?
He is out of town. He's got somebody else that's going to be present representing me today.
Do you know who
And-
that might be? Is it Ms. McGinnis or somebody? I don't know who it is. All
It
right,
is Ernest Acevedo.
Ernest.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for him to appear, ma'am. 592-840, State versus Abacuc Martinez and attorney Adam Crawshaw.
The present, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Martinez.
Good morning, sir.
Where is your attorney, Adam Crawshaw?
He is running late. He's in another court, Judge.
Okay, other court late. Okay, thank you. 604-212, State versus Andrew Snively, attorney. John.
Good morning, Your
Rodriguez.
Honor. Happy New Year. I'm present, so is my client. We would like to remain on the trial docket, Judge.
Very good. Mr. Joseph Acevedo, if I didn't excuse you, you and your client are excused. You'll continue on the trial docket. And Mr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Rodriguez, thank you guys for being here on time. I appreciate it. Y'all are, Mr. Rodriguez, you and Mr. Snively are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
611-336, State versus David Gomez, attorney. Ivan Barrera.
Good morning, Judge. I'm present. David, can you announce for the judge?
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning to you both, gentlemen. Ivan, what are you doing this morning?
Judge, we're set for a plea. We're just missing one set of document from the state, but we should be ready by about 10 o'clock.
Very good. Then you're excused till then. I'm sure you got other cases, don't you?
Yes, Judge. I have one more. 636-396.
He's an add-on from
636.
yesterday.
Sorry,
He's an add-on from yesterday, Judge.
an add-on. 636-396. Is that going to be a plea also?
That's correct, Judge. Michael, can you announce yourself for the judge?
Yes, sir, I'm present.
Very good.
And Judge, all the paperwork is ready on this case as well.
All right. Then we'll see you back at 10.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you both. Appreciate you all being on time. 626-133, State versus Francisco Lopez, attorney, Tony Jimenez III.
Tony's running late.
Okay. How about Francisco Lopez? Francisco Lopez is absent at this time.
No, sir, I'm right here, Your Honor.
Well, answer me then. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had it on mute. I thought I was saying that I was here, but my phone was on mute. I'm sorry.
You mean you had problems with the computer? My goodness. I like to share one of my favorite expressions. Some of you have heard it many times. There's an expression that says to err is human. And the rest of it says to forgive divine. But me, I've also said that, but to really screw up, you need a computer. All right, 626-472, State versus Anthony Leos, pardon me, attorney, Robbie Ward.
And
I
Mr.
see you, Robbie.
President, and that's going to be a plea. The paperwork should all be in.
You're breaking up on me, Robbie, but I do see you. Is Mr. Leos here?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning to you. Do you
Good
have your
morning, sir.
paperwork ready?
Yes.
Very good. We'll try to get you all squared away pretty quick.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 627-591, State versus Tim Cruz, attorney, Jose Rocha. I understand Mr. Rocha is ill. Linda, we're giving him what, 2 weeks? or 30?
We're gonna give him a reset for trial.
It's a trial setting?
Yes.
Well, we can probably give him more than that since we don't have trials for at least 2 weeks. Kim Cruz, are you present? All right. His office may have called. I'm not going to declare him absent at this point. 633-908, State versus Dominique Jackson. And the attorney is Michael Beliveau.
Judge, I am present. Mr. Jackson is present. This is supposed to be a plea. I just have one question. Will you allow a plea on the misdemeanors, even though he has a warrant on his felony case?
I don't particularly have any problem with that. I'll ask the state if they have an objection, then I'll have to listen. But I personally don't have a problem.
Okay, I am not the attorney on the felony, or I would take care of it.
Okay.
We do have an offer, and I'll get the paperwork in right now.
Very good. 644-332, State versus Carlos Garcia, attorney, Alberto Acevedo. Alberto Acevedo, no response. And Mr. Carlos Garcia is again a fugitive. He has 1, 2, 3, at least 3 warrants that I'm aware of.
I'm here, Judge. I didn't get my.
Carlos Garcia?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garcia, you've got a bunch of warrants. You better get with your attorney and see what's going on.
Yes, sir. I'm trying.
All right. Stick around. Let's see if Mr. Acevedo shows up. 645-404, State versus Christopher Olivares, attorney, Cornelius Cox.
Here, Your Honor. Good morning.
Mr. Olivares.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you. Mr. Cox, I'm sure will be here late.
Yes, sir.
So we have to wait for him. 649-324, State versus Montrena Fuentes. The attorney, no attorney at this time. Montrena Montes, or Fuentes, brother? I'm sorry, it's Fuentes. Marked absent. 649-386, State versus Lopez Moore, attorney, Raymond
Aleman.
Aleman.
For Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, would you identify yourself?
Yeah, I'm here. I was having a
Good
problem with
morning.
the mute button as well. Good morning and happy
Good
New
morning,
Year.
Mr. Moore. All right.
Yes, we want to
Raimundo?
keep that on. We want to keep that on the trial docket.
All right, sir.
Mr. Moore wants a trial.
We'll leave it on trial docket, and you gentlemen are excused. Thank you for being here on time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. 652-705, State versus Christopher Soto, attorney, Thomas Hill. Hilly. Thomas Hilly.
Present, Your Honor.
Mr. Soto,
Yes.
good morning.
Morning.
Thomas Hilly, attorney. No response at this time. We'll wait for him, sir. 654-958, State versus Kevin Faris. And attorney is
Present, Your
William
Honor.
Davidson.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here for him. He's also here under Moto G Play 21. We would like to stay on the trial docket, Your Honor.
Already on the trial docket. Gentlemen, thank you for being here on time. You're excused at this time.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. 660-229 State versus George Mann. He is in jail. The attorney is Nulfo Ortiz. We know Mr. Mann is present. Mr. Ortiz, attorney? No answer at this time. 660-2433 State versus Brannick Macaulay, and the attorney is Alfred Ramirez.
Alfred Ramirez here on behalf of Brandy McCauley. Judge Brandon McCauley is present, and we would also like to stay on the trial docket.
Trial docket. It shall be so, and you are both excused. And did Mr. Macaulay answer?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Very good. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you being on time. You are excused.
Thanks, sir.
663947. Again, 663947 State versus Jose Herrera. Attorney Robert Vargas.
Good morning, Your Honor. We'd like to stay on the trial docket, please.
Trial docket. And it shall be so. Where's your client?
Mr. Herrera, you want to announce? Mr. Herrera, he's telling me he's online.
Mr. Herrera, we have you as absent unless you answer.
He's the one that says Jose, but I don't think he knows how to unmute himself.
Which one is that? Which, it says what?
Jose? I hear him, I see him talking.
Good morning. There he is, Judge.
All right. Very good. Then you were both excused. Thank you for being on.
Hello?
665345 State versus
Good morning.
Juane Tatum.
Yes, Judge, she's present with
Yes,
counsel.
sir. I'm-
Good morning, Ms. Tatum.
Good morning.
And Mr. Sean Henriksen.
Morning, Judge. How are you doing?
I am well. How about you?
I'm doing well. We will stay on the docket on this case, Judge. And if there's a
Good.
prosecutor available, I would like to confer with the prosecutor also.
All right, we're going to put you on. Is it a trial setting?
It is a trial setting.
All right. Then we'll leave you on the trial docket, but I will mark you for conferring.
Thank you. And may my client be excused, or would you like her to stay on
Yes.
until? Okay.
Ms.
She may be excused.
Tatum, you are excused. Your attorney will be doing some work for you. You are on the trial docket. 665354 State versus Deborah Zanderi or Zander, and that is Michael Valachek.
Yes, I'm present, Judge, and she is there also, Judge. We need to remain on the trial docket, if you please.
All right, sir. You are you'll continue on trial docket, and you and Ms. Is that Zanders? Okay.
Yes.
Ms. Zanders is excused.
Thank you.
Both of you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Take care. 670556 State versus Christopher Brown. Attorney Angela Blake.
Present, Your Honor. My client should also
Angela.
be here. Hey, Judge.
Angela, you're here.
Yes. Good
to see you, dear.
Good to see you
And
too.
your client, Mr. Brown?
I
Christopher
believe
Brown.
he said he's here.
I see him. But
Okay.
he's muted. That's okay. I do see him.
Okay, we'd like to remain on the trial docket, Judge. I also have.
Judge, I was trying to unmute.
There he is.
I got you. I hear you and I see you. Thank you.
Judge, I also have Mr. Sanchez from yesterday, a failure to appear. We're set to plea. We would just like to request a reset to plea.
And who's this son?
Edward Sanchez, it was the one case that didn't appear yesterday. I was able to get him in.
Okay, give me his case number.
651-535.
Okay. I got an echo on it. 651-535.
Correct.
Edward Sanchez.
And if we could just set him up on an afternoon docket to do the plea.
Angela,
Okay.
can you give me a call and I'll talk
Yes.
to you about that one and another one that I need to talk to you about?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And can my clients both be excused, Judge?
You, Mr. Sanchez, where are you?
Right here, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Sanchez. I'm glad you appeared. That way I don't have to issue a warrant for you.
Oh, no.
All right. Ms. Blake, you're obviously invited to talk to my new coordinator, Ms. Flores. She'll get you a date.
Will do. Thank you, Judge.
Antonio Jimenez III.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, Your Honor.
Your case is
You already know.
Lopez.
Restroom. Well, there's the door. There's the door right there, the white sign. Just go. You don't have that.
Man, please mute yourself. Thank you.
Tony, which is your case?
Francisco Lopez, Judge.
He is present. There he is. Yeah,
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, can we remain on the trial docket?
absolutely. And thank you both for showing up. You and Mr. Lopez are both excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Any attorney need to report? I only have Alberto Acevedo, who has not reported. And Thomas Hille, no report.
Jim Ultersdorf is coming back from a recall from Wednesday on Mario Garza.
He's on the add-on, Judge.
Mario Garza, attorney
Yes.
James Ultersdorf.
Yes, sir. Came back at 11:30 on Wednesday. Y'all had closed. Mr. Garza is involved in working today with asbestos removal, but he can talk to me this afternoon. He was available on Wednesday. He was here all morning. And I sent a message to the state asking for an offer, but I didn't do that until earlier this morning to Ms. Haas. So I'd like to find out maybe later on if she could let me know what she's offering on Mr.
Well,
Garza's
you want
case.
to confer with her?
Well, I sent her a text, so she has it and the number and the case and everything. So if she just wants to get back with me on her later this morning on her schedule, that would be fine with me.
And is Mr. Garza here?
No, Judge, he is working, removing asbestos this morning. That's his regular job. He was here all day from the beginning to the
Yes,
end on
I'm
Wednesday.
aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware. You had told me you would return and.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't do it till 11:30 after my felonies.
All right.
So I'd like to find out what the offer is and maybe if, with your permission, convey that to him. He's indicated he really wants to know how to resolve the case.
All right. We'll reset this for 1 week, but meantime, we'll let you and Ms. Haas confer.
Thank you, Judge.
And Judge, this is Joel Perez.
Joel Perez.
I'm appearing for Arnulfo Ortiz on case number 660-229, George Mann.
You're here for the man, huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
George Mann. He
Yes,
is in
Judge.
jail. I guess you know that.
Yes, Your Honor. I handled the felonies. He's doing 5 years in prison. So if we can reset it for 1 week so I can confer with the DAs and just probably do a time served.
Recall 1 week,
Yes, Your Honor.
and so it shall be.
Thank you very much, Judge. It was good to see you.
Take care. Good to see you, guys.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
Joe, we're gonna
Yes.
reset this for the 13th,
The 13th, that's fine.
okay?
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. Sure,
Okay, bye.
bye. Mr. Osterdorf,
Yes.
let's reset yours as well on the 13th. Is that good for you?
Yeah, that's Thursday, but not Friday, correct?
Right, exactly.
Okay, all righty.
Okay.
Oh, you are? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and go. All right, good luck. Thank you.
Mr. Manlog, please.
Anybody else need to check in?
Judge, good morning. Armando Roman.
Armando,
He is on
you have
the
a case
add-on
this morning?
list.
There, it's a recall from yesterday, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. That explains it. Is your client here?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
I'm here, sir.
There you are. And that is case number 639-427, state versus, can't read that. Javier Morales.
Yes, Your Honor. Javier T. Morales.
Good morning, Mr. Morales. Mr.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What are you going to be doing this morning, Armando?
Your Honor, we had entered or into an agreement with the state. We had accepted their plea offer, but after communicating further with my client and reviewing the offer, we need to be put on the trial docket. My client is not ready to accept the offer.
Okay. You will place on the trial docket, Linda?
Yes. Do you want me to set them in February or do you want me to start setting in March?
Probably March.
Okay, March 4th.
Very good. Thank you,
Okay,
Linda.
you're
Thank you, Your Honor.
excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
And one, let's see, case number 636-396, Michael Pilcher. Are you present? Attorney is one. What?
You told Ivan for him to come back with his clients at 10 o'clock for the police.
That is correct. I got it now. All righty. That's the docket for this morning, believe it or not. Anybody else need to check in? All right, I'm gonna be checking on the Adobe signature stuff, Linda.
Okay.
This time I brought the laptop in here with me.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I got notice
Cornelius.
on my written list that I have
Cornelius.
something in your court this morning, Judge. I gotta figure out who.
Cornelius, is that you?
Yes, sir.
Cornelius, it's 9:30.
Yes, sir, Judge.
It's 9:35, Cornelius.
Well, what happened, Judge, is yesterday we didn't have anything. My integrity didn't show anything in your court, but I got something this morning. So that's why I would have been the early Cornelius Cox instead of the late Cornelius Cox.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're so early. I'm shocked.
I'm still a little early. Well, you know, I had to go up it was Insurrection Day yesterday.
Yeah.
So
you were up in at the Supreme Court again, huh?
Right, but I said I had to come down just to for your doctor.
There you go.
But I got to figure out which case I'm on, Judge. So I don't have that information yet.
Okay, hold on a second, Cornelius. I know I've got it here somewhere.
Let me look back in my
I got it. It is 645-404, State versus Christopher Olivares, and the gentleman is present.
Oh. Yeah, my secretary chief. Yeah, I have that one, Judge. Could I do some conferring with the state, Judge?
Well, by golly, you sure can. In fact, you're probably up right now.
All right. I appreciate it, Judge.
You're welcome. Good to see you, Cornelius. Happy New Year to you and your
Good
loved
to be
ones.
seen, Doug. Good to see you, Judge. It's good to be seen these days.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Did you say hi to the justices for me?
I believe he broke out,
Yeah,
Judge.
I know. All right, so let's see who we have on the pleas.
Robbie,
You're calling me, Linda?
no, I was calling Robbie Ward.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Miss Ward, do you know if by chance Patty sent you the plea paperwork on Mr. Leos?
I already have the judge's signed copy back.
You do? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, Linda, can you go ahead and assign me to the breakout room with Sean? I can't seem to access them.
Okay.
Judge, this is Sean Henriksen, whenever you have a chance.
Who is it?
Sean Henriksen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge, I've conferred with the state. When during doc call, I said we'd remain on docket. So I was just checking to see if I'm excused at this point.
You're on trial docket?
Yes, Judge.
Which case number is that?
Let me pull that up real quick. 665-345. I think it was on the last page.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, you are excused.
Okay, thank you, Judge. You have a great day.
Mr. Hendricks, it's going to be reset to March 4th.
March 4th.
Mhm.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, I apologize, if I may.
Yes, sir.
652-705. Christopher Soto, he's on Zoom. And I would like to ask for a bench trial setting.
For what trial?
Oh, for bench trial.
Bench trial. Have
Yes.
you,
I have yet to ask the state if they're okay with it.
well, you need to do that. I'm gonna put you to confer real quick.
All right, all right.
And Ms. Haas can tell you whether she'll agree or not.
Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
Ashley. Ashley.
Yes, ma'am.
I have Cornelius Cox in room 2. Do you need me to join you? And then Mr. Hilly in 3. Do you need me to join you?
No, for some reason now I can see the breakout rooms.
Okay, good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Huh? Miss Ward?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm looking for the plea packet that you said you have that is already signed by all of you guys, right?
Yes.
By you? Okay,
We're here.
okay. Well, that's the plea agreement, but the plea packet, which is the defendant's consent, the right of appeals, the admonishment, and all of that. You didn't get that from Patty, right?
His acknowledgement to
The defendant.
waiver of constitutional rights is all included on this plea agreement.
Right, no, but I'm saying the paperwork, you know, the paperwork that you would normally go over with your client in the courtroom and complete and sign.
Yes.
That's the packet I'm talking about.
No, she didn't send that.
Okay, so can you please send me by chat your email address and your client's email address so I can send it to you guys?
Okay, are we going to be able to get this done? I mean.
I did it. That's why I'm asking you. I'm sorry. This is my first week. That's why I was asking if Patty had sent that to you yet. If you want to reset it, we can.
No, my client is
okay. So
upset about this.
And I apologize. I'm sorry. This is my first week. I'm trying to get this to you as quickly as I can.
Hola. Hola. Hola, hola, baby.
Okay, Miss Ward, I just sent it to you.
All right. I'm not upset at you at all. I know that you're just starting this, but my daughter's school is called 3 times.
I'm sorry, it's okay.
So I'm like, oh God, and I probably need to take that. There's probably something wrong and I probably need to go get her, and I'm doing this.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. It's okay. I understand. It's okay.
Thank you.
So we'll try to get the thing, we'll try to get it resolved. I think we get one of those things taken off, right? Okay, well, we got one. Yeah, you got to sit tight with that for a second, but we'll try to get something resolved on it. Okay, all right, later.
Mike Bellevue.
Oh, is the judge available?
I'm here.
Oh, Judge, Cornelius Cox, I'm back from conferring on
Yes, sir.
Christopher Olivares. The state needs to review this case again, Judge. You know, and so we need some additional time to for them to review it. I think that once they reviewed it in the light of some things that I mentioned, I think the right thing will be done on this.
You mean you found justice possibly?
I'm possibly.
How much time we talking about? 30 days max?
Yeah, that'll be fine, Judge.
Then they'll reset Mr. Cox and his client for 30 days.
All right, we appreciate it, Judge, and you have a good day.
I'm resetting you to February the 9th.
February the 9th.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Take care, Cornelius.
Thank you, Judge.
Morning,
Yeah.
Judge. This is Ernest Acevedo too. I want to see if I could approach when you have a second.
Sorry?
It's Ernest Acevedo. I wanted to approach
Yes,
when I
sir.
had a minute. Judge, I'm appearing for Charles Bunk and Laura Powell. She's
Yes,
on the
sir.
call docket. He's out of the state right now, but he asked for me to see if he could get a trial setting. I believe they've conferred and they need to keep it on the trial docket.
All right, sir. It is set for trial. Ms. Powell is you and Miss Powell are excused. Mr. Acevedo, thank you for showing
Thank
up.
you.
Thank Miss Powell. I appreciate her being here on time.
Mr. Acevedo, the date is gonna be March the 4th.
March 4th. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Take care.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Flores, may I have a breakout room with my client, Habakkuk Martinez?
Sure, give me 1 second.
Good morning again. May I have a breakout room with one of the prosecutors?
Okay. Adam, you're still in one. You can go back in one and Ashley can meet you there. Adam, Ashley's waiting for you in breakout room 1. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Adam? Who's our court reporter today, Linda?
It's our very own.
Judge, I'm here.
Okay.
Hey, Linda,
Yes.
did you get the paperwork? Do you have it?
Actually, I see that Patty had sent it and I think we're waiting on your client to sign it so it can go to judge.
He has signed it. He signed it this morning.
Okay, so it's probably waiting for judge then.
Okay. She originally sent 2, but the prosecutor offered to do the TIC one of them this morning. So I had him only had him do one of them.
Okay, so more than likely, it's probably if she did it the right way, then it should be going to judge then.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Uh-huh. Actually, Mike, I see that you're the only one who has signed. It doesn't show that your client has finished with it yet. I show signer viewed on November 29th, and that's it.
Yeah, but he just signed them this morning. Because I went over it with him and he said he signed it and hit the send button.
Okay. Okay. Maybe it's in judge's inbox then.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Dominique Jackson's paperwork, Judge. It's probably Dominique Jackson, 6339.
Your Honor, if I may?
Linda, I've already signed it, so I hope Anthony has it.
Let me check. Hold on. Yes, I show that you've signed it. I'm just waiting on Mr. Lejos, and once he does, then it should go to judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
Oh, right. I conferred with the state. At this point, they're not willing to waive jury on Mr. Christopher Soto. So I asked for a jury trial setting, please.
You asked for what?
A jury trial setting.
All right, which case number is that?
Let me look again. Sorry. 652-705.
All right, so we'll put it on jury docket.
Okay, so
Yes.
it'll be set for March the 4th.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. May my client and I be excused, please?
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year to you, loved ones. Ivan Barrera back.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
I think we're about ready for you. Please. Did we reset Ms. Ward's case?
No, Judge. You can do her first, or you can do Ivan's first. It doesn't matter.
Do we have the paperwork?
You should have it. You should be getting it. The client was signing it, and then you should be getting it. Okay, so I just need Judge to sign that one. Same thing on that one.
Linda, I don't see what, Legos.
I sent the package back just a second ago, Your Honor.
I'm getting it now. What's, Ms. Haas, are you here?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Haas, what is going to be the plea by layoffs? No contest or guilty?
I believe it'll be no contest.
No contest. That on layoffs.
Yes. I'm having to put these notes in. And is it going to be deferred or straight probation?
Deferred.
Very good. The fine,
I think that was $500 probating half of it. He's the one, Your Honor, that's been on the interlock for over 2 years, and you signed an order to allow him to remove it on Monday,
Okay.
on the 3rd.
all right, months of deferred adjudication,
12.
community service,
Can't remember how many hours there were. 48 hours of community service, but if you'll allow him to buy that out, he would appreciate it.
okay.
He has already he has the DW education program and the DWI victim impact panel that he's actually already completed, Your Honor, and he'll bring those certificates to probation when he meets with them.
Bobby, can you send me?
You attended live, the dip
Yeah.
was live,
Yes, sir, it is live. Robbie, can you send me a copy of the completion classes, please?
Okay.
so we're not going to impose ignition interlock, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Restitution, if any,
There's not any, Judge.
Fine.
Happy Val, victim impact panel. You said it's already been. Did you say the victim impact panel has been already done?
He's already completed the DWI education program and the DWI victim impact panel, Your Honor.
Ms. Flores. Or Judge.
Sure.
Judge, in 592840 and 592842, we just need another reset for trial.
592.
840.
There it is. All righty, reset it to Crown.
It'll be reset, Adam, to March 4th.
Okay. And then the next thing Ms. Flores, did you get our email on our other client that's set on the 10th?
On the 10th. I probably did. I just haven't seen it yet. Can you call me after 1 maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
We just need we filed a motion to suppress. We just need a setting on that so we don't have to appear on the 10th.
Okay. Okay.
We'll call you after 1.
Okay.
Adam,
Yes, sir.
how's your little guy doing?
He's doing great, Judge. Thank you.
How old is he now?
3 months.
Good Lord. Now he's starting to sleep a little better.
A little better. Y'all have a good weekend.
You too. Enjoy that rascal. You'll be surprised. Well, you're already seeing how quickly they grow.
Yes, sir. May Mr. Martinez and I be excused?
Of course.
Thank you. Mr. Martinez, you can sign off.
On Pilcher, Mr. Barrera.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What kind of, let's see. Is it going to be a straight probation?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay. I'm filling out this damn paperwork they're requiring me to do now. Okay, folks. Finally got all this stuff finished. We have Mr. Jackson.
Mr. Jackson should be on.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
All right, I don't see you.
Hold on.
Turn your camera on, Dominic.
I gotta get to some light.
Michael Pilcher.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. David Gomez. And Anthony Leos. Anthony Leos.
Yes, sir, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. Would you four gentlemen please raise your right hand? Do each of you solemnly swear that in these proceedings, the information and responses you submit will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Leos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gomez. Sometime today, Mr. Gomez. Hello. Mr. Barrera, if he can't answer, I'm going to omit him from the plea. Michael Pilcher.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Jackson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Gomez. Can you hear me, Mr. Gomez?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
And do you swear that you will, the information and responses you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may all put your hands down. Gentlemen, each of you has been charged with some form of violation of the law. It's my understanding, and it's reported, obviously, that you want to enter a negotiated plea, an agreement. Before we do that, I want you to be aware of your particular constitutional rights and protections. Those rights and protections include that each of you has the right to remain silent. Okay, where's that racket coming from? Each of you has the right to remain silent. That means you cannot be required or compelled to make any kind of statement, answer questions, or submit any kind of paperwork. Paperwork that has your signature, especially papers that admit or confess to wrongdoing. That's the right to remain silent. Each of you has that. Each has the right to a jury trial. That means that each of you and your attorney can select from a pool of disinterested citizens 6 people working with the state. There'd be 6 individuals that would hear all the evidence, observe the witnesses and materials, whatever they might be, if any, and those 6 people could decide whether you're not guilty or whether you've been proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. That's what's called a right to a jury trial. Each of you has a right of confrontation. That means that because if you decided to go to trial, you would have the right to question, cross-examine, or challenge any witness who testified. You also have the right of appeal. Now, that's a technical right, but it is an important right. You need to be aware that a right of appeal would be a demand by you or your attorney or the 2 of you together, demanding that a higher court reviews the official record in this case and the evidence and decide any legal challenges you were making. That's essentially called the right of appeal. You also you and the state in each case have the right to demand that this proceeding be held in the open public courtroom. Because of the COVID pandemic, we're not doing that. We're doing this by video conference, by computer. But in order to do that, each of you has signed a document that identifies you individually by name, case number, and court number, as to all the documents in your particular file. And that document is titled Defendant's Consent to Video Conference. Now, Mr. Jackson, did you sign that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Pilcher?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gomez?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Leos? All right. Now, in order for you to proceed with your plea agreement, there's other very important documents that are in your file that have your signature. Every document that you signed, you should have had the review and guidance of your attorney with you. Did your attorney review with you and guide you, counsel you on every document that you signed in this? Is everybody hearing that racket or just me?
I'm hearing it.
Yes,
It's hard to hear you
feedback,
sometimes.
from Mr. Gomez.
Yeah, and I keep muting him, so.
David Gomez, you're making a racket. Mute until I ask you to say something, or quit moving or scraping or whatever. You see that? You're doing that. All right. Now, did each of you have the assistance and guidance of your attorney in signing all the documents in your file? Mr. Jackson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Pilcher?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gomez?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Leos?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, the first document that I want to mention to each of you is a critical document. That one's critically important. They're all important, but this was critically so. The first document is titled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. That document is specific in that in writing, it reminds you of the rights and protections that you're giving up. It also informs you and warns you that whatever deal you made with the state is not binding on me. I have the authority to say yes or no. In fact, I'm required to say yes or no to your deal. I can reject it. I can also give you any punishment within the proper range of punishment for your particular case. And if I give you a punishment within the range, but greater than what you agreed to, in that case, or if I reject your plea, in that case, in both cases, either case, the law would allow you to start all over again, and nothing that you said or signed up till now would be used against you. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Now, there's another document. That one, again, each of you is identified, and in there, it is titled Trial Court Certification and Defendant's Right of Appeal. I inform each of you in there that because you've made a plea deal, your own plea bargain, you do not have a right of appeal, or another way of saying you're giving up the right of appeal to make that deal. So, and you've also, each of you has signed an application, well, with the exception of Mr. Jackson, the rest of you have signed an application for probation. Probation is a written legal binding agreement between you and this court. That agreement is that you will live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision. In exchange, your jail sentence will be suspended, or if you're getting deferred adjudication, that means that I'm not even going to find you guilty, even though you're entering a plea that is sufficient for me to find you guilty. you must live up to each condition 100%. If it's a deferred adjudication, then your case will be dismissed at the end of the probation period, and the case is dismissed without a conviction under Texas law. If it's a regular probation, you will be found guilty and placed on supervision, but you will not go to jail so long as you live up to the conditions of supervision. So let's do Mr. Leos. Mr. Leos, you were charged with driving while intoxicated with the blood alcohol content of 0.15 or higher. That's commonly called extreme intoxication. The state, though, has a motion, or at least they intend to do what, state?
Your Honor, the state would move to waive the 0.15 enhancement and proceed on a
Proceed on DWI first?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any objection from Ms. Ward?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, the court grants that motion. Mr. Leos, you're no longer charged with DWI with extreme intoxication. You're now charged with a lower offense for purposes of punishment to DWI misdemeanor B, or also called DWI first. To that charge, sir, what do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
Do you understand that a no contest plea is sufficient for me to find you guilty?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. Is this going to be a straight probation, Ms. Ward?
No, it's deferred, Your Honor.
All right. Now, I accept your plea of no contest. A no contest plea is considered a guilty plea in this court. I find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, including your own plea, but I do not find you guilty. Instead, I am honoring the decision that you will be granted deferred adjudication. State, how many months is that going to be?
12 months, Your Honor.
12 months deferred adjudication. If you live up to all the conditions, you're not even going to be found guilty of DWI first, Mr. Leos. If you screw up, you fail, or refuse to live up to the conditions, then the state will ask me to bring you in for a hearing after giving you legal notice, at which time, if the evidence, in my opinion, in accordance with law is sufficient, I will enter a conviction that will follow you the rest of your life. Is that clear?
I understand.
And at that time, I would have the full range of punishment to look at. A fine of $0 to $2,000 and jail from a minimum 72 consecutive hours to 180 days. Clear?
Very clear.
All right. State, recite for me the rest of the agreement on punishment. I will be honoring it.
Yes, Your Honor. The rest of the agreement is $500 fine, probate half, 48 hours community service, DWI education program, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, and the paperwork reflects ignition interlock for half the term, but I believe that the defense wants to discuss getting credit for some or probably preferably all of that.
All right. Mr. Leos, do you have any minor children that you support?
I do, Your Honor.
How many?
One.
How old is that child?
10 years old.
All right. And what do you earn? What is your income?
I'm self-employed. I'm a contractor. I do decorative concrete. So obviously it varies, but anywhere from maybe 3,000 to 7,000. Sometimes
obviously
nothing.
What is your average yearly income?
About 65.
Well, that's over 5,000 a month. That's good. Very good.
Sometimes, yes.
Yes, sir. But that's what the average is when you make 65 a year. All right. State, why should I accept the 250 probated? I understand that
Can
that's
I
the
just-
agreement.
Can I address that? He
Yes,
paid
ma'am.
the $80 a month for over 2 years for the ignition interlock. And has already taken the initiative to complete the DWI education program and the DWI victim impact panel. So I think that was part of their consideration, was the amount of money he had spent
All right,
awaiting.
that makes
Yes.
sense. I will accept that. Then ordinarily I may not because of the amount of income he has. I will give him credit for the DWI education and the victim impact panel. I will waive the imposition of the ignition interlock any further. From what you're telling me, he's already spent about $19,000 just on the supervision of the ignition interlock.
Not like 1,900, I think, is that?
19, I'm sorry, 19.
21.25.
But who's counting, right? All right, the supervisory fee though, that will be $56 a month. Any further question?
Yes.
Yes,
Could he have the option of making a donation in lieu of the 48 hours of community service?
yes,
He's had
ma'am. I will
COVID.
grant
It's
you,
not-
I will grant him, your client, I'll grant him I will authorize his donating in lieu of CSR hours, the community service restitution hours, at the rate of $12 an hour. I prefer that the donation be made to the Gabriel Project. The probation office will assist him if he chooses to, or he can donate to the San Antonio Food Bank if he prefers. My preference is Gabriel Project. All right.
Okay.
Any further question, Mr. Leos?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Ward?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All of you are going to be required to come into the office and have your thumbprint placed on the documents as required by law. You have 1 week to do that, 7 days. In addition, those on probation, including Mr. Leos, have to meet with, right here today, this moment, you have to meet with Ms. Maricela Luna, my court liaison officer, who will start you off on probation. Probation is when you get to actual office or in contact with them, they will read to you each condition that you're going to live by, and you will sign those conditions and they will put a copy in your hands. Understood?
Understood.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Ward, you are now excused. Thank you for your cooperation and your courtesies as always, and your usual professionalism. I'm sure Mr. Leos appreciates what you've done for him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right.
Anthony, you'll go to a breakout room. Just hold on.
Okay.
David Gomez. Mr.
Yes, sir.
Gomez, this is 601-326. Mr. Gomez, you were originally charged with driving while intoxicated with extreme intoxication, that is 0.15 or higher. The state has a motion. State?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would move to amend the information, adding count 2 of obstruction, and would further waive to abandon count 1 and proceed solely on count 2.
It means the essence is you're going to prosecute him only on obstruction of a passageway, highway, or waterway.
Correct, Judge.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Barrera, do you also waive the 10-day notice of amendment?
We do waive.
All right. To that charge, Mr. Gomez, how do you plead?
No comment.
I think the agreement was guilty, was it not? Ms. Haas?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe guilty is what is reflected in the plea paperwork.
Mr. Barrera?
Yes, Judge. Guilty's fine.
Well, I have to hear it from Mr. Gomez then. Mr. Gomez, what is your?
I'm sorry. got confused on. this.
That's
The
all right.
board is
So officially, what is your plea?
guilty.
All right. A plea of guilty is sufficient for me to find you guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I accept your plea of guilty. I find that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I do not. Instead, you will be granted 18 months deferred adjudication in accordance with the agreement that is of record. Ms. Haas, would you be kind enough to recite for the record the rest of the punishment agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, that would be 18 months deferred adjudication, $700 fine plus court costs, 72 hours community service, $50 to Crime Stoppers, DWI education, Victim Impact Panel Live, TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock for half the term.
I believe also you've got in the paperwork that there will be no early termination and there will be no application for expunction or for non-disclosure. Is that correct?
Your Honor, that is what is in the paperwork. Defense and I have spoken, and
That's no longer the agreement?
As far as the non-disclosure goes, the state would agree to leave the option for applying for non-disclosure open. But the paperwork is correct as far as early termination on probation.
As far as what, ma'am?
There is to be no early termination off of probation.
Okay. All righty. What about the expunction portion?
State would agree to leave the option for him to apply open, so that one
All right.
to be
That'll be
corrected.
reflected then in part of the record. Mr. Gomez, is that your agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood, you've heard what I've said about deferred adjudication. If you fail to refuse to live up to the conditions, then we'll have a hearing. The state will ask me to give you a hearing after official notice, at which time I can convict you, give you a final conviction that'll follow you the rest of your life on this charge. Is that understood?
Understood.
You have 7 days to come in and have your thumbprint placed on documents. You must meet with Ms. Maricela Luna before you're through. Is that clear?
Clear, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. I need the supervisory fee for Mr.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are correct. Mr. Gomez, you don't have any children you support, is that correct? Mr. Gomez, do you have any children you support?
Mr. Gomez, unmute yourself.
I have 3 children, Your Honor.
How old are they?
4, 6, and 7.
And what do you earn on a regular basis? What is your income?
Gross income 1245.
1245?
Weekly.
Is that 1245 an hour?
$1,245 per week.
A week?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's about 4,900, actually a little over 5,000 a month when you add up the 1/3 week, 1/3 month. All right. Your supervisory fee will be $47 a month. All right.
And Your Honor, one last thing on Mr. Gomez. He also wanted to have the option to make a donation in lieu of the service hours.
Okay. I authorize $12 an hour. My preference is that you donate to the Gabriel Project, and or he can opt to on his own to go to the San Antonio Food Bank. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Stick around for Miss Luna, Mr. Gomez. Mr. Jackson.
Yes, sir.
All right. You were charged with criminal trespass. To that charge, how do you plead, sir?
No contest.
All right. A no contest plea is considered a guilty plea in this court and is sufficient for me to find you guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I find you guilty and I sentence you in accordance with the agreement to 100 days, Bexar County Jail, a fine of $500 plus court costs. You're granted credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. You will make no application for expunction or non-disclosure of this charge. In accordance with the agreement that you worked out, the court finds that you have satisfied this judgment and you owe nothing further to the state of Texas or to this court in case number 6333908. Mr. Jackson, is that your agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, is that your agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, and also they're supposed to, yeah, TIC 6333909.
That's correct.
The court orders that the case number 6333909 be dismissed as a part of this plea. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you both. You are excused, except Mr. Jackson, you need to go and have your thumbprint placed on these documents within a week.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Pilcher,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were originally charged with driving while intoxicated second time that you've been charged with. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
State you have a motion.
Yes, Your Honor, the state would move to waive the second enhancement and proceed on a DWI first.
All right. Is that your understanding, Mr. Barrera?
It is, Judge. No objections.
There's no objection. The court grants that motion. Mr. Pilcher, you're no longer charged with DWI second. For purposes of punishment, you will be addressed as DWI first or misdemeanor B. Understand that for the purposes of the record, you will now have 2 DWIs on your record. If you get a third one, another one, you'll be looking at state prison. It'll be a felony. There's also other obligations that I'll explain to you in a little bit. To the charge of DWI first, how do you plead, sir?
No contest.
A no contest plea is considered a guilty plea. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this going to be a straight probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Based on your plea and the evidence, I find you guilty. On that basis, you are sentenced to 180 days, Bexar County Jail, probated and suspended for 14 months, in accordance with the agreement that you have made. State, would you recite for the record the agreement that's been reached?
Yes, Your Honor, the agreement is for the 180 days probated for 14 months, $500 fine plus court costs, 60 hours community service, DWI intervention, victim impact panel live, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and restitution to be determined.
Alrighty. Mr. Barrera, is this your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
And Mr. Pilcher, is this your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court approves the agreement as recited by the state's attorney. Sir, do you have children that you support?
Yes, Your Honor.
Minor children? How
Yes.
many of them?
One minor child, Your Honor.
What age?
11 years old.
Okay. And what is your income, sir?
I just recently received a promotion. I am at 78,000 yearly.
All right. Mr. Pilcher, I will not accept the $500 fine where you're making $78,000. Does the, are you paying child support or are you paying, or does the child live with you?
No, Your Honor, I pay child support, medical, dental, and additional support because he's a special needs child.
Okay. All right. Then I will go ahead and accept the agreement because of your child support, insurance, and other special needs for your child. I'm sorry that that's the fact, but I will not impose on you further than what's been agreed to.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The supervisory fee will be $52 a month. Anything else, Mr. Barrera?
Yes, Judge. The only thing is my client would like to make a donation in lieu of the service hours.
All right, I authorize donation at the rate of $13 an hour for any and all hours that you wish to do so. My preference, as I've been saying, is that you make the donation to the Gabriel Project. That's my personal preference, and I ask you to do that. Or you can opt on your own to go to the San Antonio Food Bank. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you. Mr. Pilcher, the worst thing that could happen to you in your life is to be driving and drinking and you kill your own child. That is a possibility as long as you're drinking and driving, sir. And in your case, you've already shown that you have an exceptional degree of problem avoiding that. Let me suggest to you, I can't order it. If I could, I would, that you need to stop drinking at all, period. The second worst thing would be for you to be drinking and driving and kill some innocent person, some young child or some old man like me, whichever. Be aware, if you do that, if that happens to you, if that tragedy happens to you, you'd be looking at 20 years in prison. How old are you now?
I am 48, Your Honor.
Well, that means if that happened today and you got sentenced today to 20 years, you wouldn't be out until you made 68 if you survived. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
I hope you give serious thought to that. During the entire 14 months of deferred adjudication, 14 months of probation, you'll not be allowed not one drop of alcohol and certainly no illegal drugs. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. We'll be watching you close. Take care and God bless you and your family.
Thank
Mr.
you, Your Honor.
Barrera, thank you for your work and your assistance to your clients. Mr. Pilcher, you'll need to meet with Ms. Luna to get this completed.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Y'all, Mr. Barrera, you're excused. Let's see, that takes care of Mr. Gomez, Mr. Pilcher, Jackson, Play. All right. Do you have anything else, folks? Ms. Flores?
No, it looks like we're done.